Good afternoon. Today is the 23rd of July and this is part 9 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2023 Festival of the Unexceptional here at Grimsthorpe Castle, Lincolnshire. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if I fall over, if there's wind noise, if I get interrupted, if there are music announcements. I'm afraid just the way that it goes on this channel. And also thanks to the Mayor of London. If I see the forbidden fuel, we can't talk about diesels on this channel. It's been the way for 5 years and 1,500 videos. So we'll start with this 2000 Honda Civic Aero Deck. It's not just any Civic Aero Deck. This one's a VTI 1.8. Very fast estate car, very rare. I'd like to try one of these. I've driven lots of VMB Civics like this, and maybe 45s and 400s, but that one would be sort of top of the list really. And then a Nissan Sunny Inspiration. This is an N14 Sunny, which drive really nicely. I think this Inspiration is a 1.4, and I think it's about 1994 from memory. But that is in delicious condition. Also delicious is this SD1, which we've seen a lot at the shows. It goes everywhere. It's been on Drive Classic channel, and it's a 2600 on an S registration, so 1977 to 78. And we've got a Renault 5 Campus here. It actually might be a Campus Prima because it's got the yes it is. It's got the rear wiper. 1993 to 1994. It's one of sort of early cars that did no budget reviews. Was a 94 one of those in 2020. So very familiar territory here. A Rover 45, a 2002 plate. I don't know what engine's in that, and I don't know what specification it is either. Not sure. And we've got 1991, 1992 Audi 100 C4, owned by Mr. Pink. Obviously hashtag Weird Car Twitter. This is the 2.3E, and yes, that is quite nice. Also interesting is this Proton Gen 2 2007 plate. This one I think is for sale. I have driven one of these years ago when they were still current. You could buy them new. Call 07549 068655 Ken 1495. Might be a good price on one of these. I don't really know. I've not seen one in a while actually. Then we've got this BMW 28 5 Series, but it looks like it's had some quite serious work done to it. Is this an M5 by any chance, viewers? Or it's M535 almost, but not quite. 1984-85 Honda Civic Shuttle. This one is an automatic one. It's based on the Mark IV Civic. So quite a late one, 1991, 1992. I think this has been rescued from the ultra emission zone or something like that. So we'll then go on to this Lupo 2002. Could be a 1 litre this one actually, I'm not sure. No, it's a 1.4, but 1 litres are extremely slow, is all I can say. K10 Micro here, 1991, 1992, relatively late one. Got some sort of accessories in here. Only a 4-speed gearbox in this one. I think it's just had an earlier grille and things put on it. I'm not sure that's a March, which would be the Japanese model. Oh yes, I've been looking forward to seeing this. Gosh, Colt Cordia Turbo. I think actually this plate is the real one. I think this is so yeah, 1983, 84, no 83 it is. That is absolutely amazing. When are you likely to see one of these at all in your life, ever, even when they were new? And it's got the twin stick as well, which eventually gives you 8 forward gears. But most people just kind of leave it in the power mode, I think. Oh, an Alfa 6. Look at this. Wow. Exceptionally rare car. Facelifted Alfa 6 with the sounds very much like a 2-litre Busso, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wow. Yes, viewers, that's more like it. We like that very, very much indeed. And it's also got headlamp wipers. Fantastic. So another Volvo 480, the sort of third one we've seen today. That one is 480 ES, a late one actually, 95-96. Ooh, Mark 2 facelift clear initial. Right, this fell such we're going to have to skip views. We can go on to this. Have we seen this before at Retro Rides Weekend of this car? You know what, I think we have. I think we saw this before. It's about 84, registered in 85 is my recollection of it. Rover 25, 2002. Mr. Harwood in his R8214 SL Line 95 Red 1995. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
All right, thank you, sir. Just on the last part of my Shambolic Shuffle, part number 9. 9. See you later, sir. Look at all these brochures and things that he's got. Former concourse entrant, of course, as well. Civic, called Aero Deck. This one is. This one's auto. I think it's probably 2.2 auto or something like that. Forget the model code for these. These were built in the United States of America, I think. Oh, a Nissan Cherry Europe, and it's the sporty one. This one, I believe, has been on Mr. Richardson's channel. Yes, it is the Cherry Europe GTI. Amazing. 84, 85. And then that is a P11 Nissan Primera Saloon with a rear wiper. Wow. 2 litre SLX with the SR20 engine. 1998, 1999. Apple 2000, Maestro 2001. Yeah, Bulgarian built sort of parts, but then kind of corrected later on by Apple 2000 of Bury St Edmunds. 1985 to 86 Volvo 240 GL with the rear seats that were in my mother's car, which she had in the 1990s. She had a 240 GL. This is a much earlier one though, with radio down there, so it must be a much earlier one than her 89. But it has got the kind of smaller grille, so it looked very like that. The wheels were different though. 1997, 1998 Nissan Micra K11.
Yes.
And then Datsun Cherry 120A Cherry F2. I can't remember what sort of call these. This has been on the, I think, the iDriver Classic channel from memory. I think it's about 1979, something like that. So we have then the BMW E36 Coupe. This one is 1998, 1999. That Subaru Legacy is leaving. Hopefully not doing too much of a legacy behind. Morris Minor Traveller. Very late one, 1971 only on a K. Has it got the ignition switch on the column? No, it hasn't actually. So it's not one of the very last made. The last ones of these made have ignition switch on the column. So Audi 100, I think this is a C3. Yeah, it's a C3. 1989 to 90 registration. Was that original build sheet? No, I can't see. It's just a price list. We will continue. It's a 2 litre injection Sean meet catalysator Technic. Alfa 145. I think this one at this stage would have had the Boxer engine in it. The twin spark ones came a little bit later. Yes, it has got the Boxer. 1995, one of the earliest owners. Wow. It's a 1.6. Escort Eclipse. We've seen a blue Eclipse earlier on. This is like a sort of, I don't know what colour this is. It's like a burgundy. This one be about 1990. There was sort of a run-out model for the Mark IV Escort before the Mark V came in. And we've got a Mark III Fiesta here, one of tons of them we've seen today. with what looks like a dealer fit rear spoiler or something on this. 91, 92. Saab 96, I think this is. I wonder if this is, this is the V4 Ford Taunus engine in this one. The last surviving example of the early version of the V4 on the UK market. So I had to flick a fly off my finger, that is. Very nice, and a little caravan to go with it. So it's a 1966. Oh, former concourse entrant. 1983 Talbot Horizon 1.5. Very nice, viewers. 5-speed gearbox, yeah, 1.5 GLS. Another one of these BXs, which we'll have to not talk about, unfortunately. We'll have to talk about this Corolla, though. This Corolla hatch 1.8 SE. There can't be many of this shape of Corolla actually left in this country at all. Goodness gracious me. The interior is non-standard, yes, I think knew that. Goodness me. Yeah, MG Maestro 1600, 1984, which we've seen before at various shows and been on various YouTube channels. Fiat 128 1300 CL 1976-77. And then some kind of weird Jeep thing that I don't understand at all what that is. It looks like homemade. What is it? It's a modified replica. And I think we can't talk about the engine. I'd like to talk about this instead. 1969 Morris Minor convertible, restored in 2000. 5-speed gearbox conversion, but still the original gear lever. Fascinating. Interesting. Right. Almost there, viewers. We've only got a few more cars to go actually when we finish the event. 1976-77 Triumph Spitfire 1500, which is very nice actually. Very nice indeed. Oh yes, another Nissan Cherry Europe. Yes, the owner has told me about this. I think it's an 85, this one. They were only marketed in this country for a very, very short time. It's a very similar car to the Alfa Romeo Arno, and it has an Alfa Sud boxer engine, which is crazy. Yeah, it's an 85. That is in really nice condition. Another Vectra, I think. This might be the other Arctic 2 Vectra in the country. This one is manual. Yes, it is. It's the other Vectra of 2.5 V6 Arctic, which would be from about 1998, something like that. I think we've seen this Cavalier S before, but we'll look at it again. I don't mind seeing more Mark III Cavaliers, viewers. I'm still wondering whether that is a 1.8 or a 2 litre. Another sort of Vauxhall of the same time, Mark II Astra. Very late one of these actually. They were replaced in 1991. This is an LX, probably a 1.4. Another car I've driven on the channel is this Mark II Metro City with mini wheels on it. I drove this on Sensible Secondhand Classics last year. It's very, very basic indeed. Very basic, but wonderful. I think it's 97, that one. And then we've got that Pillman Avenger estate again, which is delightful, isn't it? Come on, autofocus, keep up. You don't have to skip possibly this Escort to have a look at the engine in it, but we can have a look instead at this V70. P2 V70 facelift. Hopefully it's got a petrol in it. Yes, it has. Fantastic. It's quite a sort of basic looking one in terms of the wheels, but that's got a beige leather interior, viewers, which we will having a look at now with wood. And I do like a nice beige leather interior. 1999 Fiat Marea Weekend. I think this has been driven by other people as well. In addition to the chap who owns this from the Also Driven YouTube channel.
So does it pull out? It must be to have a
Wonderful. So more 205s here, viewers. Gosh, we're actually getting to cars I recognise now. We're not too far from the end. 205 Auto, so it'll be a 1.6 this one. On a J, so 1991 to 1992. Now this Volvo V70 we're going to have to skip. We can go on to this 1987 Ford Granada Scorpio 2.9. This has a lot of information in it as usual. It's got a body kit on it, registered in February 87 by Bristol Street Motors, Southampton. Although funnily enough, that's actually a Bournemouth plate. I don't know what's going on with that. 1991 to 1992 Vauxhall Cavalier. Is this the one that I think it is? It looks very much like it. Yeah, it's 2 litre. I think this is a Diplomat. I think this is Once Driven Forever Special. And yes, it's from that channel. Of course it is. It's one that came out of Sutton. 1989 to 90 Vauxhall Cavalier 2 litre CD. So many Mark III Cavaliers, so little time. CD, very nice. Further CDX, but we've got headlamp wiper action going on both of these, which is great. Volkswagen Passat, yeah, B2 Passat. Don't see these at all, do you anymore? Just don't see, simply just don't see them. It's GL5, 1981 to 82, very early B2 Passat. MX5 on the way out. Right. We've got just a little bit more to cover here. This 100NX, I think this is from Rory's Mechanical Marvels channel, from what I remember. I've seen him today actually, he's around, so it's probably his one. 1994-1995. Another Toyota Carina E. There's quite a few of these here today actually. Not that I'm complaining about that, viewers, you understand. Not complaining about that at all. 1995 Toyota Carina E GLI. Wow. This one looks actually in quite good condition considering it's been saved from the scrapyard, which is great. Another Volvo 240 GL, again with different wheels. I think these are off a 940 actually, or 740. 1990 to 1991. Also with catalytic converter like my mother's one was. Hers was an 89. Oh, is this for sale then? Oh, it is. Yes, call Ollie. 07956 887 154. Advisory free MOT to February 2024, so 91. Same interior as my mother's one actually, that sort of grey cloth. Pontiac Silhouette, Dustbuster van, 3.1 V6 from the Netherlands. So many cars from the Netherlands today here, viewers. Yeah, it's a 91. And look at that interior. That is so American, so early 90s. Triumph Vitesse 2 litre. This one 1967-1968 with a sort of, I don't know, I think it's a vinyl interior rather than leather one from memory. Lovely colour on that, lovely colour combination. Be careful about this this Jaguar, viewers, because a lot of V10 engines that we can't discuss on the channel. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go over to this V8 powered MG ZTT. That'll do, won't it? That'll do very nicely. So facelift 2004 to 5. And then look at this. Volvo 760 Turbo. Facelifted 760 Turbo. And not just that, it is champagne, which is the same colour as my car, with a beige leather interior. I do like a nice beige leather interior. So what year is that one? Yeah, 1889. And then let's just check the rev counter of this Rev 75 views. Don't want to get caught out at this stage. Oh, it's a petrol one. So yeah, it's a 2002. And then we can move on to the sort of last row that I haven't done. My gosh, I've gone a long way today, viewers. Right, DAF GT Sport, so it's a 66. Wow. Gosh, and it's still got the Varimatic, of course, on an L, so 1972-73. And then a beige Orion, 1.6L, 1989, 2750, new cam belt, call 07551192296. Excellent. And then we've got something else of the same kind of era, Fiesta Popular Plus 1.1. It's a 1985 Felicity, 4-speed manual with the poverty spec dash in it. Some of you love a bit of poverty spec, don't you? I'm sure that you do. I prefer the luxury myself, but never mind. And then we've got a Peugeot 309. I wonder if this is one we can talk about, viewers. Don't know. Probably. Anyway, 1991, and that includes most of it. We'll wait a second for the concourse to be winner to be announced. Let's go down there now. Rather embarrassingly, viewers, there are a couple of cars that had actually turned up after I filmed part 1. There's actually 3 of them, so we'll get those and then we'll get the actual winners. So I've got the Suzuki Alto, which is just amazing, absolutely incredible. It's an 84, first generation Alto. This car, I think, is from the sort of Bournemouth area. There we go, yeah, Craze, Bournemouth, Salisbury. It's an automatic Alto FX, 1984. That is amazing. It's one of today's winners. And then we've got this Peugeot 205 that we can't talk about, so we're going to have to skip that, I'm afraid, viewers. We'll have to go on to something else. We do know what some of the other winners are as well, but we're going to go to this Renault 16 over here, which is absolutely delicious. Where's this come from? It's left-hand drive. The sign is blown over, but I'm going to have to put that back up, otherwise my ignorance is going to be discovered. Hopefully they won't mind me doing this. There we go, 1976 Renault 16. There we go, quite a late one actually. They've been in production for over 10 years by this stage. And if we look in here, we can see an unexceptional interior. That is, amazing. But we'll come to the cars that have actually come somewhere in the sort of ranking first. So we'll go to the one that's actually won, which I didn't realise where it was from initially, but it's actually it's this one. We'll let Ian Seabrook kind of do the filming properly because that's what he does. But we'll sort of stand over here and try to not get in the way too much. Daihatsu Applause. This is the winner. It's got a Swedish plate on it. I've been wondering for quite some time actually where the plate's from, but it's from Sweden. So this is the winner of this year's event that was being put together just this week apparently. That is it's quite delicious really. I love Daihatsu Applauses, and I want to drive one now, of course. We'll go down here to the second place car. Which is this Metro. I didn't realise that Sean Hudson from Morsels and Motors had actually de-spec'd this car. He's taken off things like the passenger mirror to restore it to the original specification. That's actually what's happened. But I'll get out of the way so that the proper channels can film now. Proper channels, and then we'll go over to the third place car, which is over here, so don't fall in the fountain, that'd be better, viewers. The Subaru Justy, which the gentleman who owns this car brought it from the Netherlands. He's actually got this as a first car, and he's put some upgrade accessories on it and things like that. He learned to drive in it and all that sort of thing. So yeah, there we go. And then the alto over there was the People's Choice Award, or the sort of Chairman's Award, I think it's called this year, and that's wonderful. So well, that's it, viewers. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching all 9 parts of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the 2023 Festival Unexceptional here at Grimsthorpe Castle in Lincolnshire. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more incorrect information.